back. Tom Brady announced that he is officially unretiring and returning to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for his 23rd season in the NFL. Matt, I got a very simple question for you. What do you make of Tom Brady blessing us once again with his presence in the NFL?
I mean, it only lasted 2 months, so this is, Brett Favre-esque at this point.
Yeah.
And it basically seems like Brady took a second to sit at home, realized he wasn't going to be doing anything in the near future, and his competitive edge just got the best of him. I don't know if it was the PTA meetings or just sitting there watching TV, but he wants to be back out there on the field. And honestly, it shakes up the NFC completely, because just a week ago, we were talking in production meetings about, the NFC South being kind of wide open simply because, Tampa Bay has the best roster, but they don't have a quarterback. Is one of these other teams going to make a move to try and win this division? And now all of that is just, put to rest. Tom Brady and the Buccaneers are obviously the favorites, not just in the NFC South, but also one of the top favorites in the NFC in total, simply because there's not going to be a lot of competition. You have Green Bay and you have LA, and, the Buccaneers are going to be right back up there. Just to, put it short and sweet, Tom Brady's back and the Buccaneers are scary once again.
Very simply put, that's how it is. I'm happy for Tom Brady. I'm happy to see him back in the league. And honestly, I think this is how this went down. Tom Brady looked around at the NFL, looked around particularly at the NFC, and was like, this is it.
Yeah.
Because this is probably, if not the best opportunity for Tom Brady to win another Super Bowl. I mean, obviously, you mentioned it. We talked about it last week, and looking at the NFC as a two-team race with the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Rams. Tom Brady, for one, more than anybody, knows how difficult it is to repeat as Super Bowl champions.
Yep.
He's probably not thinking that the Rams can do that again. Looking at the Green Bay Packers, he probably likes his chances in a one win and you're in the Super Bowl type situation against Aaron Rodgers. And we just saw that unfold not too long ago at NFC Championship game. So, I mean, and even A.J. Brown, obviously the star wide receiver of the Tennessee Titans, called it a couple months ago. He said it then that he doesn't think that Tom Brady is going to be able to walk away, because when you're somebody like Tom Brady, the caliber of winner that he is, you can't just walk away. The game, honestly, as bad as it might sound, the game has to take you away, whether it be by, God forbid, injury or, Tom Brady's performance just downturning to the point where we're like, he's washed.
Yeah, you can't have him anymore.
And again, but the fact that Tom Brady, he can't go to sleep knowing that he just came off one of his best seasons as a pro. 43 passing touchdowns at 44 years old. There's no way he can go to sleep knowing that just happened and he's just going to willfully walk away. So I'm happy for Tom Brady. I think this was kind of always going to happen. But yeah, you said it though. This looks like the Buccaneers conference once again.
Yeah.
What do you see? Do you see any competitors? You still high on the Packers as you were last week?
I think that once again, if they could figure out that Davante Adams contract situation, if you get Davante Adams back, this Packers team has a roster that, when compared to the rest of the NFC, you have to assume that they should be up there towards the top. LA, once again, if they can bring back their guys and play the way that they did, they're going to be favorites. And obviously, they're Super Bowl champions, so you have to give them their roses. But this Tampa Bay team was right there this year. They're a blown, Cooper Kupp, the bomb away from representing in the NFC Championship game. So this team is right there. They have all their weapons back. They brought back Godwin. They have Evans. And so, once again, with Tom Brady, if he plays like he did, which was, basically MVP level, it's hard not to have Tampa Bay as your favorite, especially with all the injuries they had on defense and assuming that they'll come back healthy as well.
Yeah, I mean, again, he was arguably the best quarterback in football last season at 44 years old. So, obviously, you talked about it last week. The rest of this roster has just about everything you need to win it all.
Exactly.
They're going to have to do some work on the offensive line, particularly at the guard spot. But, you got Tom Brady back in the building. That's a great start. So, that's going to do it for us over Scott Proctor. My guy, Matt Morris, right here. We'll catch you on tomorrow's episode of Simple Questions.